Ireland's lush green fields and temperate climate are home to 120,000 farmers who raise almost 6 million cattle and over 3 million sheep. Livestock production in Ireland is different from the system in most other countries. Because of our mild, temperate climate and fertile soil, Ireland is ideally suited to growing grass for much of the year. This natural advantage allows our cattle and sheep to graze outdoors for 9 or 10 months of the year. This is the foundation upon which we have built up a successful industry with an emphasis on good animal welfare, exceptional animal health, and the finest quality livestock. While most of our livestock goes to supply our domestic agri-food sector, we do successfully export livestock to markets elsewhere, including Britain, the Netherlands, Spain, and Italy. The number of livestock exported from Ireland varies from year to year, depending on market conditions and other factors. Typically, we export between 150 and 350,000 cattle each year, with much smaller numbers of sheep and pigs. The total value of livestock exports can be up to €250 million per annum. Ireland has a long tradition of exporting livestock, and our farmers, exporters and transporters have built up considerable expertise in this area over the years. Every link in the chain is important. When you want to deliver a high-quality, healthy animal to a farmer in Europe, whilst ensuring animal welfare is given the highest priority. Irish farmers are knowledgeable and skilled, and they respect the land, the environment, and the animals that they work with every day. The process starts with the calf on the farm. Calves are born and reared in hygienic surroundings to minimise the risk of disease and to ensure the calf gets the best possible start in life. Particular care is taken by farmers to ensure that calves get an adequate amount of colostrum in the first few hours of life. The antibodies present in the colostrum are vital in giving the calf the start it needs and giving it protection against infections in the early weeks and months of its life. Most of our exported calves tend to be 3 to 6 week old bulls from dairy breeds, mainly Holstein and Friesian variants. The majority of these calves are born in spring and early summer, so the peak time for calf exports tends to be February to June. Ireland also exports significant numbers of weanlings, mainly beef breeds. These tend to be between 6 and 12 months of age. These exports happen all year round, with a peak in autumn as spring-born calves are weaned and introduced to concentrate feeding after a summer at grass suckling their dams. Ireland has a highly developed identification and traceability system in place for livestock that underpins all aspects of livestock production from farm to fork. The building blocks of this traceability system include the following elements: an individual identification number for each herd, individual tagging of each animal soon after birth, a passport that is issued for each animal when it is registered after tagging, an on-farm herd register that records all births, movements, etc. This can be kept in a hard copy format or in an electronic format. And a central database that records, validates and stores all records for every bovine animal in Ireland. This central database is called the Animal Identification and Movement Database, or AIM. Calves for export are always accompanied by their passports, and any movement is recorded on the AIM database. Calves for export are selected and purchased by exporters and are brought on the relatively short journey to one of a number of Department of Agriculture approved assembly centres throughout Ireland, like this one. Exports of livestock from assembly centres in Ireland take place under the direct supervision and oversight of the Department of Agriculture Veterinary Service. To be approved as an assembly centre, the premises has to meet certain standards in relation to structures, facilities, hygiene, biosecurity, record keeping and competence and training of staff. After arrival at the assembly centre, before export, calves are checked by the assembly operator, fed and sorted into appropriate groups. Typically, calves spend less than 24 hours in the assembly centre, but this time is important as it allows the calves time to settle down and become accustomed to one another before their journey actually commences.